Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel and this is my library. In today's video, we will continue working on my 2026 reading journal. Another day, another spread. Here we go, guys. Today we're going to continue moving into my 2026 reading journal. Thank you guys so much for being here. If this is your first time watching, welcome. So happy you're here. In this video series, I have been working on spreads for my 2026 reading journal and slowly but surely moving out of my 2025 reading journal. So this process has been pretty lengthy. I believe we're on video 13 of this series. So if you haven't watched them all, I'll have those linked down below. And pretty much we are getting close to the ending of December and I have a lot more spreads that I need to do for my reading journal. So today I decided we're going to try a brand new spread I've never done before. So I am excited about this, guys. I've been wanting to do this for a couple years and finally I'm going to go ahead and try it. And it's basically the book Tetris spread, and it's basically a gaming kind of spread, or it looks a little bit like a gaming spread. And the idea behind this is basically that you use the different Tetris pieces, color coordinated, of course, with your genres of the books you're reading, and you use that to fill in your Tetris columns. And I'm so excited because, as many of you know, I am a gamer. I love video games and I love incorporating that aspect into my reading journal. So I did move a couple things back. For now, I'm not really sure where it's all going. I do have an empty space somewhere back here, but I did want to have my book Tetris in front of all my book clubs, and I still think there's a couple more pages, tracking pages, that I want in front of my book club pages. So I'm kind of moving them around. Later on, I'll have to play with it. This is all part of my organization for setting up my reading journal. If you want more information about that, check out setup video 1 and setup video 2, and that will show you how I went ahead and set this up from scratch if you're interested in doing that. I'm not referring to my 2025 reading journal in this video simply because I don't have a book Tetris spread. I've never done this before. It's a new one. I'm excited for it. So we're kind of just gonna play it by ear and see how this comes out. The first thing I do need to make sure I do is set up my categories for the genres. So I think we should go ahead and start with that. So let's go ahead and look at my Goodreads page. I will do a flip through at the ending of the video. That's normally how I do it, in case you're wondering. So let's look at the categories that I have set up for myself here and see which ones of these would work. And I'm thinking I need maybe 8 or 9 categories, maybe pushing it 10, but I don't think there's that many pieces. So let's go ahead and see. So for sure, I know I need horror, right? Because that's my most read category. So I'm going to go ahead and put horror as one of the categories that I definitely need. I'm also going to pick thriller because I definitely read a lot of thrillers. So we have horror, we have thriller. I think next I definitely want to go with maybe classics. Then I definitely want a manga or a graphic novel one. I know I need a middle grade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then I think I'm going to do memoir or biography, maybe, or sci-fi. A lot of the poetry I read is classic, so I might not need one for that. I do a lot of game puzzle books. Maybe young adult. Oh, mystery. Hello, mystery. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, so I have room for maybe 2 more, I think. Horror, thriller, classics, manga, middle grade, mystery. I guess I need something for nonfiction. And so instead of separating nonfiction from memoir and biography, I'm just going to put all nonfiction and kind of combine that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe one more. So either young adult, sci-fi, or game and puzzle books. I think I'm gonna do game / puzzle books, and then I think I'm gonna add a 9th, sci-fi, because I read more sci-fi than YA. Okay, and then YA can usually go under whatever that genre of YA is. So YA romance or YA. Oh, I don't have a romance one, huh? I don't really read a lot of romance. I'm not sure if I need one. I guess I do. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can find extra pieces that I want to draw out. So I think that's it. I have sci-fi. I can always / sci-fi fantasy. I can do that. Maybe I do that to kind of broaden it up just a little bit. All right. So I also don't have literary fiction or contemporary fiction. Let's do a lit fic for right now. Okay, so I think we're good. We'll see how many we can fit in. So let's go back to where we were with the book Tetris. So I'm thinking I could have a page here for my entire thing. I don't know how wide to make it. And then my categories perhaps can go here. And then up here it could say book Tetris or Booktris or whatever. I've seen some people do. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start trying to map. I definitely need some of my essentials from my little bag. All right, so let's try to see how this is going to work out. And of course, as usual, I'll fast forward you through my drawings and my trying to see where I lay everything out, and then I'll bring you back. All right, guys, welcome back. So this is what I currently have. So I was able to add 10 categories. So what I did to add some variety is I did different versions of the same piece. But for example, the 4 long one, I also made it standing up. So I'm just not going to be able to flip them. That way I can have more categories and do these in a different color, because then that opens up a little bit more for what I'm looking for. And I think that's going to work out, because I really don't want to limit myself too much. These letters were so difficult to do. I'm scared now when I have to put like do them in pen. I'm a little bit scared of how that's going to work out, but we will see. We will see how this goes. I might leave that for the end. I think this is a pretty big working space, but I do read a lot of books. So if you think about it, I do read 100 books. So I need to fit at least 100 pieces. So I think this is good. I think this will be good. Um, so now what I need to do is draw. I see that's another thing I'm not sure if I want to do. Do I want to draw it all out in black and then color them in? Or do I want to do them not outlined in black and then just do the colors? I think I'll practice by creating the categories first, outlined and not outlined, to see how I like it. And then we'll decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do all the little boxes in here. Not sure yet how I want to do it. I did add this bottom washi here. I thought it was super cute with these little hearts, and they're all colorful. And so I guess now I have to decide what colors I want to use. I'm not using my Tombow markers. Surprise, surprise. I'm not going to use a brush pen for this. I really do think a marker is going to be my best bet for these. So I am using my Crayola Super Tips. I've talked a lot about these on my channel. I know I talk and use my Tombow markers, my brush pens all the time in this channel as well. But obviously, like, if you don't have money for the Tombow markers, or it's like too much money to spend on something you're not going to use as often, I cannot recommend Super Tips enough. Like, these are very inexpensive. They're very good quality. This is the 100 colors plus the 20 silly cents smash ups. So it's 120 markers total. I believe they have a bigger one now. I'm not really sure. I don't even want to look it up, because then I'll be tempted to get the bigger set with all the newer colors or whatnot. But this is what it looks like. And the colors are just stunning. They're beautiful. The quality of these markers is excellent. And the price, again, cannot be beat. So um I do love these very much, and I recommend that you get them if you are looking for a big number of markers or pens, and you know, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I could use definitely my dual brush pens, not the brush end, but the one that's the bullet, which I have used on this channel before with the Tombow markers. But I feel like this is going to color much better. You know, the Super Tips have the ability to color a lot or do a very straight thin line, so it does give you that flexibility, and I think that's what I want for this. So we're gonna go ahead and pick our colors now. um yeah, let me go ahead and start picking the colors and start drawing out my pieces. I'll see if I want to do them outlined or not. I'll make all those decisions in a little bit. So yeah, I'll fast forward you through this part and let's see how it goes. All right, guys, I'm bringing you back for a second. So I really liked how it looked with the black outline. I felt it was a little bit sloppy looking without the black outline, so I did go for that look. I know in some of the darker colors you can't really see it, but still, I think it's definitely something that I need to do here to make this look like a board. So now my question to myself is, am I going to draw the individual boxes, or am I going to do this and just kind of, I think I should just create the lines and create the boxes as they go, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, guys, because to do individual little boxes for this is going to take forever. So I think I'm just going to do this. It'll be way easier, and I think it's going to look nicer because by the end, my little boxes are all going to look, you know, a little off. So, and I normally don't really care about things lining up too much or being perfect, you know. I I've come to terms with the fact that this is man-made, you know. So it's okay if not everything lines up, but I think those long lines would probably drive me a little bananas if they didn't all line up. So I think I'm going to do it like that. Let's see how that goes. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm so excited about it. Some of the colors were not like how I wanted them to show up. Like I could not find a single red that looked like a red. I mean, the closest is this, but still it looked too much like the orange. So, and then this dark purple. I mean, now that it dries, it's a little bit more purple looking, but still, I feel like on these papers that are so good quality, so thick, so absorbent, the colors don't always reflect what you want them to reflect. And so there were some that were too similar for my taste. So I didn't want that. So I went ahead and changed a couple. All right, let's go to draw some lines and make some boxes and squares and see how this goes. right, guys, so I finished drawing my boxes. I must admit I'm a little dizzy looking at them, but I think they came out really good. It's just the more I stare at them, like the dizzier I get. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe not look at them as much. But I'm very happy that I decided to do them like this. I'm almost wishing I would have done the ruler here as well because it looks just more polished, you know? So now I'm thinking of, well, this is going to be easy to color. That's going to be great, you know? No problems there. However, I'm thinking of how I'm going to do these because I do want to put the book Tetris with pixel like different colored letters. I do want to do that in the different colors here with these markers. So I do want to do that. But let me see how I draw them out because I'm still not super sure they're going to come out looking good. I kind of have to like look at it from, you know, further away. Like that B looks a little ugly. So let me see what I do. But I'm pretty happy with the way that this is coming out. I'm so excited to have added this. I did want to tell you something while I was drawing this out with my ruler and my pen. I did want to warn you, if you're doing this, don't just use any kind of regular pen. You will smear. Okay, it will smear as you're moving this. And here you'll have extra liquid that will smear. Okay, if you see, I barely have anything on there that smears. So you want to use one of these pens. This one is one that I really like, the Uni Pin, and it's an oil-based ink marking pen, and this is the 03 tip. I do have these in all sizes. These are absolutely wonderful. Here's an 01. This is another 03. I use this one a lot. But yeah, I do have them in various sizes. This is a point. No, this is an 03. So yeah, I do have them in a lot of different sizes. You can get them however you want to get them, but I do recommend that if you're doing this, don't just use a gel pen or a regular pen because you will smear everywhere. So make sure that you're using something more like this. And again, there's so many of them. I normally really like the Pilot multi pen, um, which is more jelly, but I wanted more of a flare tip pen kind of a thing so that it wouldn't smear so easily because I was going to be going back and forth a lot with it. So yeah, just wanted to give you that piece of advice in case you're trying something out like this at home. All right, gotta be brave. Gonna work on the title and we'll see how this goes. right, guys, so here we are. I happen to be very happy with the way that this turned out. I really like how it's pixelated here and it really gives it that effect. I know it's not perfect looking, but I'm so happy with it. I did, when I flipped over, I did notice that there was some ghosting, so this is why in my setup video 1 and 2, I talk about the importance of the thickness of your pages. So these are very thick pages and there's still a little bit of transfer. The Archer and Olive, Notebook Therapy, Scribbles That Matter, all of those have really good quality paper. And this is very thick paper. If you see here, the thickness of it is incredible, and there's still a little bit of ghosting. If you go with thinner paper, you will have a lot of transferring over, a lot of ghosting. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is not really a big deal for me because I can do other things with it. But I did realize that, like, I was pressing and leaving a little bit of my pen to drip here toward the bottom, and this lettering also took me a couple tries to get it right. So there was a little bit of transfer. So, some things to keep in mind. I do want to give you one last little flip through this. So here we have my title page. First time I include one, and I'm so happy with it. These are my reading book and reading goals for 2026. I'm still playing around with some ideas here. I will transfer those over once I have committed to them. My index will be something I do toward the ending of this process. Here's my 2026 books I read listing. I do need 2 spreads for these since I do read over 100 books each year. My Goodreads challenge for 2026 genre, colors, and basically I color in one of the boxes for each book that I read according to whatever genre it is. And here is my little key for my Tombow markers. That way I know exactly which ones I used. My 26 books to read in 2026 will be coming shortly. I have picked the 26 books. I'm just waiting to record a video for that, and then I will record the designing of this as well. Here we have the 18 leftover books from 2025 that I have yet to read, the remaining 9 books from 24, and the remaining 13 books from 2023. Next, we have my alphabet challenge. Then we have the bookshelfie, which will include all the covers of all the books that I end up reading in 2026. This is my monthly favorites, where I pick a favorite for each of the months, and eventually that goes on to my bracket to see what the top book is, where each of the months fights against the other months, and I get to pick my ultimate favorite book of 2026. This is for all of my 5-star reads. I do have 2 spreads for this just in case it's a very successful reading year. And then we have the Read the Rainbow challenge, where I pick the colors of the cover and choose them to represent each of the colors on here. And lastly, what we worked on today, which is the book Tetris game. And it leaves us with a lot of pages, guys, that I still have to do. I know we're nearing the ending of December, so I really need to get to it. But hopefully you are well into your reading journal. I hope you have done a lot of your pages. And if you're just starting off, it's okay. It's never too late to start your reading journal. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on all the great end of year content I'm putting forth. And you want to continue with me in 2026 and seeing where my reading takes me and where my reading journal takes me as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you in my next video. Bye.